We are fresh into the throes of Predatember, and just like any beginning, we should start at the very first one. That's right, we are going deep in the jungle with Arnold Schwarzenegger, Carl Weathers, and Jesse the Body Ventura as they try to capture themselves a predator in Predator. What did me and T-Max think? You better tune in on a very get to the chopper edition of the review. You are one ugly motherfucker.
Stick around. Hey, welcome to the review, a show where two small town dudes give your big predatory opinions.
Predatory opinions.
I'm Droid to the Max Extreme. I'm Mac! Mac! Today we are going over Predator, the first introductory film of said Predator. Arnold Schwarzenegger staple.
We are going to be so sick of Predator by the end of this.
Yeah, maybe. Or maybe we can't. Maybe we won't have enough of it.
Maybe we'll fall in love.
Time will tell, won't it, JT?
Time will tell. Time will tell by the time... We've got one more of these to fucking watch.
Are we doing Predators yet?
Let's just do it.
I've never seen it. If we don't watch it now, I'll never see it.
All right, Troy. I don't want you to miss out.
Thank you.
On this opportunity.
Okay.
To watch Adrian Brody as an action star.
Thank you. We'll fit it in. Okay. But before we get into that monster-y goodness, why don't we get into something a little less scary?
Okay.
I was scared.
Okay,
watching this movie,
I'm
JT.
slowly coming out of my scare cocoon.
Remember the movie Cocoon? You ever seen Cocoon?
I've heard of it.
With Wilford Brimley in it?
Wilford Brimley's in Cocoon?
Yeah. Cocoon's kind of gross because it's about, like, this alien, like, egg that comes to Earth, and, like, these old people, like...
Egg?
Touch it? Yeah. Her? These old people, like, touch it or, like, absorb its energy, and they just fuck a lot. It's a weird movie.
Does Wilford Brimley fuck?
Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah.
He raw dogs a chick. What? I don't know.
They watch. You get to see his unprotected penis go inside a woman?
Yeah, that's right. Talks about Quaker Oats the whole time. Diabetes.
Fucks her so hard she helps him onto a horse.
It talks about his testing supplies.
You know, when I got diabetes, I like to touch an egg and fuck.
It's a big egg.
That's a big egg.
Anyway, let's start off with Wesley Snipes.
Yeah.
Wesley Snipes is back in the news because apparently he's working on a few new Blade projects.
Oh, motherfucker.
That are maybe associated with Marvel.
You want your goddamn mind?
Listen, I know motherfuckers always trying to ice skate uphill, but I don't know. I can't tell if this is true or not. Like, I want to say that Wesley Snipes has maybe been humbled a bit in recent years. Maybe that little stint in jail did him a little bit of humbling. So he's not that crazy asshole like in Blade Trinity making people on set call him Blade. So, maybe he is doing something. I remember when we went back and rewatched Blade. Yeah. I think we were all in agreement that if they were to just fit this in to the current Marvel universe, it'd be fine.
Yeah, I don't think it would be weird at all. It was campy enough where it would fit in pretty decently.
Especially if they said, yeah, this happened like in the late 90s. Just have it, Blade have aged with like all this stuff. And now he's just an older Blade.
They just DC Batman Blade.
Yeah, exactly. I think it would work. Or they could do the thing where they just like don't count the third one.
Yeah.
And they just go on from there like they're doing with a bunch of the other franchises coming out now.
The second one was really good.
I don't remember much of Blade 2.
I remember it being good. Part of me is disappointed we didn't do Blade 2. But hey, somewhere down the line.
Somewhere down the line we do Blade 2 at any time. We could throw an attorney maybe. Put a wild card spot in there, and maybe we vote on what can go in there at some point.
Ouch.
Just thought further down the line.
All right.
Anyway, Wesley Snipes might do Blade again. Who knows?
Okay.
Are you in favor of that, JT? Would you be in favor of him reprising Blade and having it being folded in?
I thought he was a good Blade. I would not be opposed to it.
Mm-hmm. I'm not beholden to any Blade.
Yeah.
Like, make changes. I don't care. Have it happen the whole time.
Yeah.
He's just in the seedy underbelly of the Marvel Universe.
Yeah, he's just working in the underground.
That's right. Have him like Doctor Strange knows who he is, but nobody else does.
Yeah.
He's like, oh yeah, ooh, my friend Blade or whatever.
Well, shit, Underworld got away with it.
Yeah,
why can't Marvel get away with it?
Yeah, why not?
You mean vampires and werewolves have been around this entire time and we're too fucking stupid to know?
Hey man, that's how it happens.
The Lycans.
Oh Jesus, we should do all of the Underworld movies. I just want to slit our wrists.
The best one was the flashback one.
The best one was?
Remember we saw that in theaters.
Yeah, I remember liking it, but I don't think it's the best one. I think the first one is the best one.
First one's the best? Okay. I barely remembered the Underworld movies.
I remember the first one because it's got that werewolf hybrid guy, the vampire hybrid guy.
Yeah, but isn't like the other... He's in like two more, isn't he?
Doesn't he die in the third one? He dies in the second one.
I thought he died in the third one.
Jury's still out. Maybe it means we gotta watch
him. How many are there? 4?
I think there's like 6.
Jesus!
Because I thought the flashback one was like the 5th one.
Oh my god.
I don't know. Listen, we could look it up, but this is too unimportant.
Yeah.
Anyway, it was a sweet time in the early 2000s when Underworld was coming out. The Matrix was hot, so then they did Matrix but with vampires, pretty much.
Yeah.
Moving on to another thing, JT. Completely different, like that segue.
Speaking of segues,
Lucasfilm president Kathleen Kennedy, which I didn't think she was still the president, but maybe she is to receive an honorary Oscar at this next year's Oscars ceremony.
Bless it.
She'll be receiving the Irving G. Thalberg Award.
Most popular producer.
Yeah. I don't know what that award is. Maybe it's just for being a producer on a bunch of successful things. I don't know. I think it's an honorary Oscar, so it means nothing.
She's winning the Oscar for most popular film.
Yeah. The most popular, hated, divisive film, Star Wars: The Last Jedi.
Did Google just go off?
I don't know, maybe. Nah, Google, it's pretty loud behind you. You'd be able to hear you.
I thought I heard it.
Well, there's some all over this house, JT.
Jesus.
It's bugged. This house is bugged.
You can't say a thing.
You can't. They're always listening. Google, sponsor the pod.
Oh, fuck Google, man, because I was like... So, like, for some reason, the lights don't work in my house anymore.
Oh.
I mean, well, the lights work, but now, like, Google is just like, nah.
See, that just happened with Chelsea in the living room. She asked Google to turn on the lights and says it can't recognize the app that the lights are attached to. But then I did it and they turned on just fine.
I don't know.
Maybe some got updated on something.
Stupid. I don't like it.
I like it, Google. I think you work just fine.
This is some bullshit.
Hey, Google. Thank you.
I aim to please.
Hey, Google. Go fuck yourself.
You're upset. Let me know if there's something I can do better. You can try sending feedback.
No. Shut up. Silence.
Shut her right
I won the war.
She knows who you are. More news, JT. Season 2 of Iron Fist drops this Friday,
Oh, God, yeah.
which I forgot about.
I'm too busy finishing Jack Ryan.
And the new showrunners realized what the problem was, and it's with just the character Danny Rand himself.
Yeah.
Season 2 already has a bit of spoilers out for it already. I didn't read any of them because I don't care to spoil it for myself or really care too much in general. But what they tried to remedy is the Danny Rand character to make him do something.
He's not a douche.
Just interesting whatsoever. I thought he was pretty good in Luke Cage, but can you stretch that over the 13 eps or whatever that he's in? Who knows? We'll see. We'll slowly watch it and update you.
Oh, yeah.
As the weeks continue.
We'll do like a 1 or 2 minute long segment where we're just like, it sucks now.
Yeah. So in about maybe a month, maybe we'll have like the last few episodes.
We'll have it all watched.
Who knows? So yeah, there's that. And the last bit of news I got, JT, is Captain Marvel. Did you see this whole Twitter back and forth?
No.
So Brie Larson hit up Entertainment Tonight, or Entertainment Weekly, rather. Entertainment Weekly. Not Entertainment Tonight. It's Entertainment Weekly. And they're like, they did that whole like fake, like, hey, got some news, you want to break the internet tomorrow kind of shit. And they're like, yeah, Brie, let's do it. And then the Entertainment Weekly like thing came out and all it did was have photos in it. That was it. Like, it wasn't a trailer. It was the most fucking cringeworthy internet shit that I've seen in quite a while, actually. it like turned me off of
You
the
want to see a
movie.
picture of me?
Yeah, and it's like pictures we've already seen. Like,
Yeah.
they're just not glossed up in some magazine. We've already seen like set photos and stuff that looks really no different.
Yeah.
We got to see like what the Skrulls look like, and a few other. We got to see like Lee Pace back dressed up as Ronan again, and Jude Law, a little bit of him in it.
Jude Law,
but other
Yin poop.
yeah, Yin poop.
Yin poop.
But really, the photos aren't all that interesting, and take them as what you will, but I wasn't excited. And I was less thrilled that they did that whole bullshit thing on Twitter first. Because then you had, like, the super nerd sites that were like, oh, you gotta check this out, boy! And I was like, sick! I guess...
You're fucking disgusting!
And it was like the number one trending thing on Twitter, like, most of the day, and I finally looked at the pictures, and I'm like, this is it. Fuck you.
Where's the goddamn trailer?
Yeah, it comes out in March.
Yeah.
So, like, that's like...
Put that shit out!
I don't know what they're waiting for. They got... What other big, like, Disney release is there for the rest of the year? There's not a Star Wars coming out.
Yeah, no Star Wars.
So who knows? Maybe they'll just drop it at Thanksgiving. Or maybe Halloween. Who knows?
Who knows? Troy, I just don't fucking know.
Me neither. That's all the news I got.
Okay.
Had shit for news today.
I know.
Had to fluff a little bit. Do a little powder. I want to open this window back up if you don't
Do
mind.
it.
Got a little stuff.
It did. I know it was cool earlier.
I just didn't want the bugs to come in, you know?
Yeah, you don't want to get cicada killers to land on your dick again.
There we go.
Troy got some news on Designated Survivor.
All right.
That TV show. It got canceled, as we saw earlier But Netflix has picked it up for a third season.
On. Did it really leave on that big of a cliffhanger?
I don't know. We did watch it for our pilot.
Yeah,
test pilot.
Test pilot out.
That's coming up. I think I've got that scheduled for like the
early October or
first
something like that?
week in October, I think.
Okay. Well, is that next month already?
Yeah, we're in September.
Oh,
Predatember.
Oh, that's right.
Coming up.
Oh, I forgot. Yeah, I mean, we kept saying it's Predatember. Obviously, October comes after Predatember.
It does. So there you go.
Sweet.
More
I guess.
Designated Survivor for you, Troy.
Sweet. More things to not watch. Great. Love it.
Troy, Daniel Craig.
Thought
Talking
you were
about
gonna
him
say
being in that
Radcliffe for a second.
Band 25.
Yeah, Bond 25.
But I guess his next film is he's going to be teaming up with Ryan Johnson to be in a detective thriller mystery
That's not James Bond.
called Knives Out.
Oh, all right. Sounds okay, I guess. I have no idea. So that
It's
means
been a really slow news.
so like Bond is just pushed out farther then?
I don't know.
Are they
I don't know. I don't know if Bond is coming before this.
Well, they don't have a director.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, at least this new project has a director.
they talk a lot of shit about fucking doing something about Bond 25 and then nothing ever happens. So
Yeah.
just get Craig out of there. Just pay him out.
Just get him out of there.
Make it something new. I'm done. I'm done with Craig, bruh.
We're fucking done professionally, Craig.
Craig.
Get out of here, Craig.
Yeah. Craig.
Troy, did you ever play that game Witcher?
Unplanned pregnancy. What?
You're going down a rabbit hole of, of
Just
references.
things in my mind.
Witcher.
What? No.
The game.
No.
Okay.
And you know this.
I know. I just wanted the people to
All right,
know.
All right. Yeah, I don't.
I just wanted to ask you under oath. Everyone knows all of our shows are under oath.
Right.
We put our hands on the Bible before we press record.
My hands haven't left the Bible.
Oh, jeez.
All the whole time.
You're flipping through. You're on Leviticus right now.
That's right.
Fucking love the book of Leviticus.
It's my favorite. Is that a real book?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it comes right before Deuteronomy.
All right.
I think it actually does. I had to learn all the books of the Bible for catechism.
I never had to do that.
Fucking lucky bastard.
I did have to do a Bible studies class, though, because I was in a lesser form of catechism.
It's Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus is the third one. Leviticus, I don't think it's Deuteronomy. I don't know. I'm not going to say these.
All right.
Witcher, Troy.
Witcher.
Netflix.
Uh-huh.
Going back on that Netflix news.
Okay.
They have picked it up for a series. They have cast the lead role in
I heard about
Witcher.
this. Yeah.
Henry Cavill
The mustachioed man himself.
coming out with the sweet sheath with two swords in it.
Do you think it's gonna be good?
I don't know. I've
Not
never
only-
played Witcher. Molly's played the latest game that came out that was supposed to be really fun.
Wasn't it supposed to be like hard as fuck?
Yeah, it's supposed to be one of those ones where like you like plan ahead before you battle. Where I'm like, I don't like that shit. I just want to do it. I don't want to Leroy Jenkins these fucking games.
So this is throwing up two red flags for me. One, it's a video game movie, and two, it's on Netflix.
It's a series.
A series?
Yeah.
Well, Netflix series are usually better than their movies.
Yeah.
So there, maybe went up a few points. But otherwise, just insert fart noise. That's what I think. There you go.
Did it for you.
Thanks. Nice ADR work.
Did it in post. Die Hard 6, Troy.
Oh,
They
boy.
have got an official title,
Is this the prequel
and
one?
it's like the sequel / prequel, where it's like old McClane
Oh.
reflecting on young McClane.
Got it. Yeah.
It's boring as fuck. Just called McClane.
Oh, cool. Going after the. That's like the fucking fifth movie that's just done that. Didn't they do that with
Logan.
Logan, Creed, Jason Bourne?
It's just the fucking name. Like, what is it supposed to appeal to?
I don't even know.
I fucking love names.
Yeah.
I've always wanted to see a movie about a guy named
It
McClane.
sounds so vague.
Yeah.
I don't know. I I'm over it. Like, I don't care. I didn't see the last. Wait, how many of these movies are there? This will be the 6th one? Die Hard movie?
Yeah, it's the
I haven't
6th
seen
one.
5. I saw 4.
It's 1, 2, With a Vengeance, Live Free or Die Hard. What is the 5th one called? It's a Good Day to Die Hard. It's such a terrible fucking shit. It's a Good Day to Die Hard. And it was a piece of shit movie, too. It was awful.
Never saw it. Probably won't see this one either.
The only 2 good Die Hards are 1 and 3.
I've never seen 1.
Oh, that's right. Fuck, we gotta find a reason to watch that.
Yeah.
1 is good.
And I've seen... I think I've seen 3 at your house when we were kids.
3's really good.
I still think 4 is okay.
Yeah, but it's nowhere near what 1 and 3 are. Like,
Okay.
4, I think, is good by itself. Like, not in the Die Hard
Okay. Okay. Yeah, sure.
stratosphere.
I can see that.
Motherfucker shoots a motorcycle at a helicopter.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that was pretty awesome. But then, from what I understand,
Yeah.
in 1, he's just like a normal dude.
Yeah.
And the biggest
This is
task
the-
for him
yeah.
is like walking on glass or something.
Yeah, like, in 1, he's literally, like, almost taken out of the game because he walked through glass. And in 4, he shoots a motorcycle at a helicopter. I mean, where's the parallels in that?
I don't know, man. Don't know. Yeah, Die Hard's just one of those movies that just always escaped me. Like, I
Yeah.
never ended up seeing it. And now it's, like, too late. And I feel like I should have seen it by now. But I just never... Now it'll never happen.
Yeah.
So I need to force myself to have a reason to watch it.
Mm-hmm.
Wild card. Wild card slots.
We gotta get it in there somehow.
Okay, yeah.
We'll find a reason. Don't worry, Troy.
Okay, great.
When you least expect it, I'll just spring it on you.
All right.
We haven't even
Great.
watched. We'll do a show on it when you haven't even watched it.
No, damn it!
Yeah. Surprise, Troy. It's the Die Hard episode. No!
Granny, no!
Granny, don't! We've been dropping a lot of inside jokes on this one.
I know.
People are gonna think this is unlistenable.
Oh, yeah, probably. Some of them are, I would say very little of them are from other things. Otherwise, they're just like funny bullshit jokes that we tell each other.
Black Panther, Troy.
Yes.
It's out on DVD and stuff now. Chadwick Boseman came out and said that Black Panther is aiming for a Best Picture nomination
All right.
for the Oscars.
All right.
Do you think it'll get it?
No.
No. Yeah,
I don't.
I don't either. Even though I do recognize it for its cultural significance, I don't think it was that good.
Yeah. Same. I like that I think we've said it like multiple times on the show too. I like what it did for the people who hasn't had like that kind of a hero for themselves.
Yeah.
And that's awesome.
Oh,
and I
yeah.
hope there's more of that. Like Wonder Woman did the same thing.
Yes.
But it wasn't really that groundbreaking plot wise.
No, I get it. Yeah, like, look, you got the movie out there. You got it. Good. Now, take that ball and roll with it to something that's really good.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, you got your foot in the door. Now let's make a really good all-black cast movie.
Yeah.
As opposed to one that's just the same shit we've seen all the time with very subpar CG.
Yeah. Yeah. Take that, Black Panther.
I just want to bring this up because it's fucking stupid. Damien Chazelle's latest film, First Man, showed at a
Fuck! I heard about this.
showed
But
at
go on.
showed at a film festival, and word got out that it doesn't prominently show the American flag being put into the moon. And it got out there, and now right-wing people are losing their shit. Who fucking cares?
It's a trailer. It's like you didn't see the whole.
No, it's in the
thing.
movie.
Oh.
People that saw the movie at
Oh.
a film festival.
Oh, I
like
thought it was a
like the
trailer.
flag's in it, but they don't have like this big heroic thing where like Neil Armstrong's putting the flag in, and he's like, look at me, I'm putting the flag in. Look at old Stars and Bars over here.
Yeah. Old glory. Does Buzz Aldrin start singing the national anthem and then Neil Armstrong kneels during it
Yeah.
on the moon?
Then they make a Nike ad about Buzz Aldrin.
Oh, shit. Yeah, I don't know. Who fucking cares? Get over yourself.
Yeah.
It's obviously not... Who cares?
Yeah. Like, we're like... There's people out there that... There's way worse situations out there than kneeling for the fucking flag. You gotta fucking throw all your goddamn ducks in a row for this bullshit.
I mean, that's the hill you want to die on.
Yeah. People are kneeling for the flag. I'm gonna go and protest.
Not even that. Just for the movie. Like, they didn't show the flag prominently enough.
Yeah.
That you want to die on this hill? This is what you want to fight about.
Yeah.
Your life must be pretty good if that's all you got to bitch about.
Yeah.
This is something...
Go fuck yourself, dude.
Yeah. Shut up.
Yeah. Shut the fuck
Oh,
up.
I'm telling you, shut up.
Oh, Jesus. No. Well, that being said, it's all my news.
Oh, boy.
That is all my news.
Great.
So
Nobody died yet, right?
I don't think anyone died.
Thank God.
I know.
Sent me down into a deep well of depression. Then I guess it's done.
Mm-hmm.
And how? Only got the one trailer that I watched right before the show because I kept procrastinating and didn't make any notes.
Well, I got that one too, so you say it and then I'll
Okay.
go into my other ones.
Halloween came out with a new trailer. Thought
Yes.
it looked pretty good. It's their second full-length trailer.
Yeah.
Um,
They just showed Michael Myers going door to door just killing people.
yeah, it looked like the whole first chunk of it is like a whole scene kind of with like voiceover in it.
Yeah.
Which I kind of liked.
I know. I kind of hope they have that in the movie where it's just uncut of just Michael Myers going through people's houses and murdering them, like just door to door.
Right. And I thought that was going to be like the whole trailer is kind of like just a scene,
Yeah.
like chunk, and then it's just like Halloween coming this Halloween, or whatever. But then it wasn't. Like they showed like that little chunk with like the Jamie Lee Curtis voiceover and all that kind of stuff. And then it went into like more of like a story, like almost like a revenge type movie.
Yeah.
Or it seems like it's a lot about like Jamie Lee Curtis wanting to just kill her brother.
But no, it's not supposed to be your brother. Like, it's just a guy.
Right. Or, yeah, I guess whatever.
Because this is it's one of those weird things where, like, this is supposed to take place after the first Halloween.
Right. So the second one doesn't happen?
No, because the second one is where they reveal that they're brother.
See,
that
that's
they're
what's
related.
fucking me up.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So anyway, Jamie Lee Curtis, it's just like totally going Sarah Connor in this shit.
Yeah.
She's got like fucking steel doors that come down
Yeah.
and like a wall of guns, and it's just nuts.
I want to see this turn into like an adult Home Alone. It's just Jamie Lee Curtis just fucking tossing shit at.
This is the
Michael
adult
Myers.
Home Alone movie that Ryan Reynolds is up to. It just happens to be this one in secret.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know, man. But this, I'm still excited for it. That as soon as that Halloween theme starts playing, I'm like all in. They could just play that over anything, and I'll be like, I'm in. I love.
Oh yeah. They even like throw in like hints of like just the regular score in the trailer too.
Mm-hmm.
Like the dun dun. Like they have that in like the first one too.
I'll do that.
So yeah, so they have like they actually are paying pretty cool homage to the first one, but the fact that it's a sequel after the first one and the first one took place so long ago, it just feels weird.
Yeah.
Like especially with like the fact that so Jamie Lee Curtis is supposed to be this crazy ever since the first Halloween, but yet she has a daughter and a family.
Yeah.
Like who's gonna fuck this crazy chick talking about a white masked man?
Don't know.
Like, okay, I'll have unprotected sex with you, but then I gotta go back to my safe room that I'm building for when Michael Myers comes back. Whatever, baby, let's do it.
Yeah, whatever floats your boat, dude.
Fucking the dude from Extract, or no, not Extract. Office Space. The two chicks at the same time guy.
Two chicks at the same. Yeah, Curtis.
Yeah.
Whatever his name is.
Curtis, I need to go save people from Michael Myers. Hey, whatever, dude.
Right on, man. Sounds good.
Now I just want to see Curtis be the dad. Starring Jamie Lee Curtis and Curtis.
Oh, shit. Now I gotta see if that's his name, because if it's not, that'll be too bad.
Ah, shit. We'll look it up. I'll go on to my trailer then. Try while
Looking
looking it up. I just want to see the dude from Drew Carey's show from Office Space and Jamie Lee Curtis be the fucking couple. Hey, man.
Ah, shit. It's Lawrence.
Ah, Lawrence.
I was close.
Damn it.
I was close.
Hey, I was watching scrambled porn in my apartment and saw you walking by.
Want a raw dog?
Want to make a kid or something? There you go. Lawrence from Office Space impregnates. God damn it! What's her name from Halloween?
Her actual name? Like not Jamie Lee Curtis?
Yeah, not Jamie Lee Curtis, but
we
her
looking this
name
one
in
up, too?
Halloween.
Looking it
Laurie Strode.
up. All right.
So Laurie Strode and Lawrence have a baby.
Lori and Lawrence.
Laurie and Lawrence. It's cute. It's a cute couple.
There we go. Tied it all together.
The one of the trailers I got, Troy, is Hugh Jackman.
Hugh Jackman?
Getting rid of those Wolverine claws and trading them in for politics and sex scandals.
Oh, boy.
But it looks good. I'm kind of for
it.
Called The Front Runner.
Okay.
Where he plays the actual presidential candidate, Gary Hart.
Okay.
Who was considered one of the first presidential candidates to have a sex scandal attached to him.
All right.
This is in 88 even.
Okay.
And
88 even.
88 even. But no, it looks good, and it's by the same guy that did Thank You for Smoking.
Oh, okay.
And Up in the Air.
Good. Two films I love.
And yeah, it looks good. And I'm as much as I like Wolverine, I do want to see Hugh Jackman do some other stuff.
Do something else.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
And it looks good in this. And it's got a pretty stacked cast, too. J.K. Simmons is in there.
Okay. You didn't have me sold until you said the guy from, Thank You for Smoking.
Yeah.
Was,
I guess Mike Judge has a role in this movie, too.
Okay. Cool. I like Mike Judge
Yeah.
a lot.
But no, I'm curious, because it looks good.
Great. Well, I'll look into it. Maybe I'll watch that trailer, see if it strikes my fancy.
Good. I'm glad. I'm good. I'm glad. I'm glad. Good. The last one I got, Troy, and this is one that I brought up a while ago, but they didn't have a full-fledged trailer for it. This time, they got a full-fledged trailer.
Full-fledged.
For Anna and the Apocalypse.
Okay.
It is a Christmas musical that involves zombies.
Okay.
And it looks amazing.
Okay.
From the trailer that I saw.
Got it.
It looks so good. And they even have one song in there where it didn't sound too bad. I was watching it before.
All right.
Well, I was watching it before
right.
we got started, and you heard it.
I thought I heard it, yeah. Sounded okay.
Yeah.
From what I can remember.
And it looks like there's some brutal ass kills in it too. There's a scene that takes place in a bowling alley where a guy kills a zombie by taking two bowling balls and hitting them together against his head.
Oh, yeah. All right. Cool.
So it combines three amazing things of Christmas, musicals, and zombies.
Three things I love.
Yes. So I want to see this. It looks good. It looks fun.
All right.
It gives me that Shaun of the Dead vibe, kind of.
All right. Oh, not to change the subject or anything, but I thought you might have going to bring it up in your news. Did you happen to listen to that Eminem Venom song yet?
No. Eminem made a song for Venom?
Yeah.
What?
It's like going back to like the 90s where they made like a song about the movie. Eminem totally made a rap about the movie Venom. And I don't like it. I want to see if I can find it on Spotify.
While we're talking about that, I listened to shit. I listened to How This Get Made did an episode on the Meg, and they brought up LL Cool J when he did a song for Deep Blue Sea, where the fucking chorus of it is "My head is like a shark's fin."
I definitely know that you've made me listen to that song before.
Oh no. No.
All right, I don't want to get a copyright strike, so I'm gonna.
I know. I'm not gonna be able to find it. I wanted to find the Deep Blue Sea song.
That also reminds me of freaking P. Diddy did a song about the Godzilla movie of '98. I'm gonna see if I can find that real quick. Oh, here it is, right here. This is for
So bad.
the Matthew Broderick Godzilla movie. Maybe just sampling Cashmere a little bit.
A little bit.
Come on, Diddy, get with it.
Oh, Jesus.
Anyway,
I'm trying to find that deepest, bluest. I'm gonna find it real quick.
I think at the end of this song, too, a Godzilla roars. I'm gonna play, like, the last 10 seconds of it. Oh, there's no Godzilla roar!
No Godzilla roar.
God damn.
But here's...
Wait for
Fuck you, LL Cool J.
Oh man, if any of our listeners have a favorite made-for-the-movie song, send them to us. I want to make just a Spotify playlist.
I don't think anything is better than Deepest Bluest. My head is like a shark's fin.
Send them in. Send them in.
How did he not make that like high off his ass? Look at my head, dude. It's like a shark's fin. That's a song. Deepest Bluest. My head is like a shark's fin.
Oh, shit.
That is the dumbest fucking thing I've ever heard. Oh, it's so good. It's so goddamn good. But Troy,
Yeah.
speaking of good,
Yeah.
we have a winner.
We have the winner of the finals.
Winner of the finals of the Review Tournament Random Movies 3. That's right. We had Basketball versus Falling Down. Troy, to see who
I
won.
did see who won this one. Unless something weird happened on the last day of voting.
Nope, nothing weird happened. In fact, I got one more vote. So it made it even more of a win.
Okay.
Falling Down took it, which I was surprised because Basketball was kind of getting a kind of a following.
Yeah, it was. And didn't it mop the floor with whatever it was against in the semis? Or was it kind of close?
It was close.
Okay.
But yeah, It's weird.
Yeah, it's weird that it made it to the
I
final.
know. I don't think I would have ever guessed these two would have made it to the finals.
I remember when we started this tournament. I think you asked, and I can't remember.
I remember you said that you were curious about Falling Down because you never saw.
Yeah. So I'm glad that one made it. That's the one I voted for anyway. But yeah. So Falling Down,
Nope.
coming at you.
There
like
you
a
go.
Sharks fan.
Like a Sharks fin. Deepest, bluest. My hat is like a Sharks fin. But Troy, with that being said, got a new tournament all whipped up
Good.
for your ass. So, first round match in review tournament of random movies 4. Deepest, bluest. A 4 is like a Sharks fan.
Venom. Go ahead.
All right. We got one movie from 2000 and another movie from 2018.
Oh my God. The Year of Our Lord, 2018?
We got one of them feeding off of our Blues Brothers hype. It is also based off of an SNL character.
Okay.
And from what I can recall, the 2018 one is still in the top 5.
Oh, I thought the
movies.
2018 one was from an SNL character.
No.
I was like, what the fuck? I don't
No, the 2000 one is from an SNL character.
Okay.
And the 2018 one is still in the top 5 box office.
Okay.
So, 2000. The tagline is, he's cool, he's clean, he's a love machine.
Is it The Ladies' Man?
Leon Phelps, baby. The ladies' man.
Got it. Okay.
In the first round.
All right.
Tournament Movies 4. Next one from 2018. The most feared predator in history is no longer history.
Is it the newest Jurassic Park? Fallen
In the
Kingdom?
top 5 right now?
In box office?
Yeah. That's what I said.
That didn't make a ton of money?
In the top 5 box office right now for the week.
Oh, for the week.
Yeah.
Oh. I thought you meant of the year. Fuck, why am I drawing a complete blank? I don't know, just tell me. Or it'll drive me nuts.
The Meg.
The Meg. Okay. Got it. I've totally written off the Meg, obviously.
Oh, yes.
At this point.
So the ladies' man versus the Meg
Man.
for our first round.
Really recent.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not pulling any punches this time.
All right.
Not pulling any punches.
All right.
Not pulling punches.
All right.
All right. So the ladies' man versus the Meg. Get your votes in there. Got a favorite for this one, Troy?
No.
So I can see you're already liking this tournament.
I do. Yeah, I already do have a favorite. So yeah, there you have it.
All right. There you go.
Since it's the first round, I'm gonna probably vote ladies' man.
All right.
There you go.
There you go.
There you have it.
Give Tim Meadows some love.
Yeah.
Tim Meadows always needs that love.
I haven't seen that movie in years, but
Yeah.
at least I've seen it.
I just remember Will Ferrell starting a group of the men against the smiling ass.
I remember he loves Cavassier, and I think he hits on chicks by ordering them fish sandwiches. That's what I remember of the ladies' man.
God bless it.
God bless it.
So there you go. Falling Down will be in the docket somewhere down the line.
Okay. Yeah. Fitting that in where we got an empty week, so we can
Yeah.
give it its due justice.
Give it a due justice.
That's right.
So keep an eye out. Also vote. Ladies' man versus the Meg.
Cast your votes.
Cast your
Voting
votes.
is important. Vote or die, everybody.
Vote or die. P. Diddy. Did it.
Come with me. I'm really upset it didn't have that Godzilla roar at the end. My version that I got probably off LimeWire definitely had the Godzilla roar at the end. R.I.P. LimeWire.
Deepest blues, man, like a shark's
Well, that'll bring us right into the main event of the evening. We got Predator dropping June 12th, 1987.
Summer release.
With a budget of $15 million, domestically making $59.7 million, worldwide making $98.3 million. Rotten Tomatoes has it at an 80%. IMDb pretty close at a 7.8 out of 10.
Whoa.
Metacritic,
Okay.
45%.
Whoa.
And that's the only reason why I added it, because it was like, whoa, that's pretty...
Isn't Metacritic like the one that's more like regular people?
Yeah, Metacritic is like the one where it's like a big yes, it's not like Rotten Tomatoes where it's an aggregate. It's like a big average of reviews and scores and stuff like that. But Horror Honeys give it 2 aliens with rave glow stick blood out of 5.
All right. What happened to stars?
I don't know. Hopefully that's their rating system for every movie that they do.
Yeah.
Because if not, then they're inconsistent with the rating
I mean,
system.
come on. That could be good for all we know.
Who knows? 2 out of 5? Aliens? Glow stick blood?
Yeah.
That could be like an A++.
I mean, come on.
Come on.
Yeah.
Come on.
I mean, The Godfather could be one alien with glow stick blood.
You don't know.
Yeah.
You really don't know, is what we're trying to get at here.
You need to have, like, a key
Yeah.
that we can measure it against.
Give us the key. Give us
want
the
the key.
keys.
Not the cheese, the key.
Par for
More
the
inside
show.
jokes.
This movie came in at number 12 of box office in 1987.
Oh, wow.
Now, I'm not going to make you guess the top 10 this week,
Good.
but I'm going to tell you all the movies that Predator beat in the box office in 1987.
Shit.
Only going 50 and up, and other movies that are relevant.
Yeah.
So it beat Ernest Goes to Camp at number 50. It beat The Princess Bride. Princess Bride came in at number 41.
As you wish.
It beat The Lost Boys.
Oh.
That came in at number 38.
Cry Little Sister.
Beat Spaceballs at number 31.
My barf.
It beat Mannequin at number 27.
Okay.
Yeah, share.
Sure, bro.
Sure, bitch. It beat Wall Street at number 26.
Greed is God.
It beat Full Metal Jacket at 23.
Pow.
It beat Planes, Trains, and Automobiles at number 21.
Fucking car.
And it beat RoboCop at number 16.
Holy shit.
Yeah. Yeah. Predator cleaned up at the box office.
It did.
Yeah. I should have wrote down what the number 1 movie was in 87, but I forgotten.
Yeah. I mean, it's just the year I was born. Do
Do you want to know? You want to play the the top 5 right now?
Jerk off over your year all the time. Oh, 1986. It's a good year for movies. Fuck 87. 87 can suck my dick.
We're looking it up.
Fuck you, 87.
Looking it up.
1987 can blow me. 86. Woo! Look at me. I'm so cool. Even though I was like born like less than a month before 1987. 86 is my year. Woo! Look at me. Troy to the max. I'm full of shit.
In the top 10 of 87, JT, we've got The Witches of Eastwick at number 10. Number 9, Lethal Weapon.
Oh, shit, yeah.
Number 8, Stakeout. Number 7.
I like Stakeout.
Never seen Stakeout.
Emilio Estevez and Richard Dreyfuss.
Never seen Stakeout. Never heard of it. Number 7, The Secret of My Success. Never heard of it.
Never.
Number 6, The Untouchables.
Ooh, with Kevin Costner.
That's right.
Sean Connery.
Do you want to take a stab of the dark
Shit,
What's
I
in
don't
top
fucking-
5?
I don't know.
5, Moonstruck.
Ooh, Bruce Willis.
Number 4, Good Morning Vietnam.
Hey-yo.
Number 3, Beverly Hills Cop 2. Number 2, Fatal Attraction. The number 1
Pussy.
movie. Pussy. The number 1 movie in 1987. 3 Men and a Baby.
No one could match the Gutenberg.
Can't beat the Goot.
Can't beat the Gutenberg.
That's right. Man, total gross 167.7 million for Goot. For the Goot.
For the Goot.
That's right.
It's living off that money right now.
That's right. Getting those resids. There you go. 1987 in a nutshell for you right there. Just
Hell
for
yeah.
you.
So much better than 86.
Just, well. Do I need to pull up 86?
Top Gun can suck it. 3 Men and a Baby.
So JT, what is a predator?
Jesus. Well, the plot of the movie is Arnold Schwarzenegger is the head of a team of, I believe, mercenaries. I don't think they work for a government of any kind.
They're like just like special forces.
Yeah, they're sent into I'm guessing a South American jungle to rescue a political diplomat of some sort.
Mm-hmm.
Because they're hired by Carl Weathers, who plays Dylan, you son of a bitch.
And then just flex for an uncomfortable amount of time.
But as the mission goes on, there might be more to this mission that meets the eye. And it might also involve a certain extraterrestrial hunter that might be picking them off one by one.
Predator style.
Predator style.
Being that this movie did come out in 1987, let's just talk full spoilers about it.
Let's just do it.
It's been out forever.
Yeah.
So, what was your overall impression of Predator? Revisiting this movie.
Like, I barely remember actually seeing the whole movie, if I did at all. Like, I think I remember seeing 2 more than this.
Yeah, I think we brought that up like last week or
And
something.
I didn't hate it. I mean, it's fine. Like, the fact they're in the jungle the whole time, it's like a borderline bottle film because you have no idea where they are.
Yeah.
They're just wandering through woods.
Right. Yeah.
Like, I was like, oh, you guys are moving? Okay.
I saw this movie cognizantly for the first time like a couple years ago.
Yeah.
So I remembered most of it.
Yeah.
But going back and watching it today, I have a new take on the Predator that
Okay.
I'll bring up like a little bit later in this. It's a bit of a hot take.
Oh, shit.
So, but I want to get through all the other stuff first before I get to that.
I got like an idea on what the Predator is too.
Okay.
Because this being the first one, because I know in future films they're gonna talk about how they're just like a race of like super hunters that just like killing things. But like in this, you just see one.
Yeah.
So like I have a like just based on like if this is the only Predator quotations
Yeah.
that exists, I have an idea on what he is.
Okay.
We'll get to that.
Yeah, we'll work to it.
But no, the movie as a whole, I feel like, is about borderline as toxic masculinity is with Top Gun. It's just there's not enough women in it to make it offensive.
Yeah, but I really feel like it still is one of those like 80s machismo movies.
Oh, to the max.
But with like a weird kind of like suspense horror like monster movie slant to it.
Yeah.
Which I think is totally unique to its own.
Yeah.
And like me not seeing Predator 2, I don't know what it becomes.
Yeah.
If it changes at all.
Yeah.
But I really enjoyed that aspect looking back on it, and definitely looking with a more critical eye this watch than I have previous ones. I do like still that it's a complete like Arnold like Commando-ish type movie, even with like his Arnoldisms, like sticking around and all that kind of
Yeah,
stuff.
I know.
Which I totally forgot were kind of in this movie because it feels like they don't fit.
Yeah, I know. When he does them, it's just like, oh,
It like
okay.
it takes you out for like I laughed when they happened, but I'm like, nothing up to this point should make me feel like that is acceptable to be in this movie.
Oh, I know. Like I listened to like a podcast earlier today where they just brought up out of nowhere how they saw Predator, and like I guess like when this came out, like the idea that they end up fighting an extraterrestrial was not that big of a deal. Like even in the trailer, I think like they just people went to it because it's an Arnold Schwarzenegger movie.
Oh yeah, because they would have. He's in everything at this point.
Yeah,
like he's hot,
and it almost kind of plays itself up like that, where you don't really get introduced to that this could be something extraterrestrial until like maybe the very beginning of the second act.
I disagree because they show a spaceship.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, they do show a spaceship, and you're like, "What the fuck was that?" But then after that, then it's like it's them in the jungle.
Yeah,
and like you see like a bunch of dudes skinning a tree. We're like, "Holy shit, these are some sick motherfuckers."
Yeah,
we're like, yeah, I know. Part of me kind of wishes they didn't show that.
Me too.
Because it's like you could legit jump into this movie being like you're on like a bare bones like watching this mercenary group wander through the jungle and realize that they're about to encounter some sick motherfuckers, and then they beat them very handedly.
Yeah.
And then you're like, oh, that wasn't that big of a deal. And then you start seeing like these like infrared type looking things where it's like, oh shit, there's someone else watching them. And then it just slowly enters your mind like, oh shit, this isn't even part of this world. It's a fucking, it's one of them, and it's killing them pretty easily.
Yeah, that's how I was hoping the movie would progress. Like going back and trying to rewrite it in my mind.
Yeah.
Like it starts out as like a cheesy like Commando with all these meatheads in this helicopter on this mission.
Oh yeah.
And then when they defeat that camp,
yeah,
you find out like somebody's watching with infrared or whatever. Mm-hmm. And then just slowly you get little things here and there. It's like, what the fuck? This isn't like a dude. This is something, or maybe he's like dressed up as something.
Yeah.
I even wish like the full reveal of the Predator happened later in the movie.
Yeah.
Because it kind of happens like nonchalant where he comes like out of it. Like out of his like invisible camouflage type stuff.
Yeah, I know. Like
and it was like just kind of nothing, and you're like, oh, you're just going to show him like that?
Yeah, like they did a really good job of keeping him pretty hidden and then showing like small little subtle hints of what he could look like. Mm-hmm. But then out of nowhere, it's just like his camouflage goes off for a split second, and then it's like, oh, there's the entire Predator right there. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I guess I don't need a big reveal, I guess. But I like the idea of that, where this legit starts off as like a macho mercenary group in the jungle killing dudes type of movie, and then it's like another movie smashed into that movie, and then it's like, oh shit, guys, we gotta put our game face on.
Yeah.
Like, because it looks like they're just going through the motions, like they're saying like signature catchphrases.
Yeah.
And like carrying giant rail guns for no reason.
Yeah, big mini guns.
Like,
hell yeah.
and saying pussy jokes.
Not just pussy jokes. Big pussy jokes.
Big pussy jokes. Yeah, that's right.
Every time they said them, I was so uncomfortable. Like, and I was watching it, like, essentially by myself, and I'm like, it made me feel uneasy.
That made you more uncomfortable than Jesse Ventura calling two guys slack-jawed faggots?
No. That probably made me more uncomfortable.
Oh my god, I got something to say about that, because like just that, his like dialogue in that, like those two lines back to back alone were the funniest contradiction ever. I'll bring it up now because it was like right in the beginning. So like they're on a helicopter to the jungle, and fucking Jesse Ventura is just putting god-awful amounts of dip in his mouth.
Oh my god.
And
he's like a baseball-sized wad of chewing tobacco in his mouth.
Yeah, so he's just throwing gobs of fucking chewing tobacco in his mouth, and he offers it to two guys, and they turn him down, and he's like, what? Where are you? A couple of slack-jawed faggots? Like, every time I use this, I turn into a sexual tyrannosaurus. And it's a complete contradiction, because first of all, if anyone's going to be slack-jawed, it's going to be the guy with a bunch of tobacco in his mouth. And second of all, if you're going to use a derogatory term for homosexuals, don't talk about how it turns you into a sexual tyrannosaurus surrounded by a bunch of dudes.
That's true. I'm going to chew on this because it makes me real fierce and horny.
I'm going to get a big fucking boner around a bunch of guys.
Yeah. I found Jesse Ventura to be almost unbearable in this movie. I mean, I like his character because he's a dick and an asshole. But, like, all the things that he says, I'm just like, God, you are fucking unbearable. Can you imagine being stuck in a helicopter with that guy?
Yeah.
Like, look at... I don't even know, first of all, how that helicopter that they were all in the very opening shot to even make it to that beach. Because that helicopter was so packed full of meat of all these dudes in there that I'm like...
So much meat.
How did that
in this helicopter?
How did that thing take off? It doesn't make any logical sense. There had to be a weight limit.
Carl Weathers is jacked to the goddamn gills in this.
He looks super svelte in that short sleeve tie combo that he has.
Like the equivalent to the beach volleyball scene in this where they're all like tearing down a tree with their shirts off.
Yeah. Fucking even like later on, Carl Weathers, like in his army gear, just has a vest on showing full abs. And I'm like, this guy is a beefcake. Carl Weathers, you kidding? The only thing I can remember from him off the top of my head when I was watching it was like Arrested Development.
Yeah.
Where he's like,
Babe, you got a stew going.
You got a stew going. You're gonna finish that drink? You know you get free refills.
And he sweats so much in this.
I thought you were going to say
like
Arrested Development, which is also probably
He probably
true.
does sweat a lot in that too. But there's like a scene where like Schwarzenegger finds out that he's fucking him over and he like backs him up against a locker or something. And they do the back to back where like when Schwarzenegger talks to get right into his face and then when Carl Weathers talks to get right into his face. And Carl Weathers has such a gleam coming off of him. Like he almost can't even make out his face. Like he's
just so reflective.
Yeah, he's just like a walking glare. Like you can't. Like the only way you can make out his face is from like the light refractions coming off of the sweat on his face. Like Jesus Christ, you're sweating so much.
Yeah, he is a sweaty boy. Another thing, as the movie continued and they're like on their mission, I actually did like that camp infiltration scene.
Oh yeah,
where they're coming on it and Arnold's just like, hold on. He just goes in and like cuts the belt and then just lets that truck like lifts
it
and then just lets it run into the camp with a bomb in the back of it and they just storm the whole thing. I thought that was pretty slick.
And like they're like scanning for hostages and they're like, okay, I'm pretty sure there's no hostage. No, there is hostages because they free them.
Yeah.
And their way of freeing the hostages is blowing up the entire camp.
Yeah, they destroy everything.
Their way of infiltrating the camp is just unleashing copious amounts of grenades.
Oh, yeah.
And blowing up every single structure near them.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, hey, I found hostages. And they let them go. We're like, how do you know there was hostages in the buildings that you blew up?
Yeah.
You probably killed like 9 civilians infiltrating this camp.
Yeah. Some guy just driving by trying to take a shit and just gets blown up.
Yeah. And like, so what was their mission? The mission that Carl Weathers gives them is that there's a missing diplomat, and then they find out that it's bullshit. That the only reason Carl Weathers wants them down there is because he wants revenge for that crashed helicopter because it was his men.
Yeah.
So then, like, what were the papers that Carl Weathers was going through where he was like, this is some good stuff? Well, he just wanted papers? Like,
I don't know.
I thought that was, like, part of the mission where it's like, oh, so you want him to infiltrate this camp to get these papers? Because I don't know.
Don't know.
Like,
does it take you out of the whole movie?
No, it doesn't. But it's just like, because they infiltrate this camp, and then like Schwarzenegger's like, okay, something's up. There's no missing diplomat here. And then he fucking confronts Carl Weathers like, well, I just want you guys to fuck these guys up because they killed my men. When you find out later that it's a predator that killed the men.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was so weird where it's just he's going like it's like this weird red herring where it's like this is some good stuff and he's going through all these papers where it's like what's the good stuff that you're getting from these gorillas in the middle of nowhere.
The first time I saw this, I actually thought they were talking about like real gorillas, and so like
Oh my god.
like I saw like when I was like way young the first time.
Oh, gotcha.
So I was like, man, gorillas are fucking nasty. They'll get you. They'll skin you. Hang you up in a tree.
The Congo?
Yeah, yeah. The whole minigun taking down half the force is pretty sweet.
Oh my god.
That's pretty tits. I
Yeah.
always just love like the big, because this movie is like freaking pretty much like Counter-Strike, because like everybody has like their own special like
Everyone's
ability.
just like, they even have like the Native American tracker.
Yeah, his name was Billy. But yeah, then they have like Jesse Ventura, who's like the heavy gunsman or whatever,
Yeah.
and just like has that friggin' minigun at all times.
The nerdy pussy humorist, of course.
Right? Yeah. Shane Black.
Shane Black.
God, I totally forgot he was in this movie.
I didn't know he
Or-
was in until the end credits, where I was like, holy shit, that's Shane Black.
Yeah, I was listening to, I think the Weekly Planet was talking about, because they were gearing up towards the new Predator movie too, and like they kept saying Shane Black, and I was kind of listening to it like off and on or whatever,
Yeah.
and I'm like, isn't Shane Black directing like the newest one?
Yeah.
So I was like, are they talking about the newest one? No, they were talking about first Predator, and I was like, what the fuck?
And I guess he helped write this one, too.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Okay. Had no idea until really this one, and I'm like, oh shit, he is in this movie.
Yeah.
Well, weird.
Shane Black.
Shane Black
Coming
he's
out of the
got
woodwork.
got his fingers in everything.
I also love how they, like, they're just a bunch of mercs. You're not really supposed to, like, feel sympathetic for them, but I just love how they throw, like, those subtle things in there where, like, they're actually really good guys. Where, like, Schwarzenegger keeps beating it over their head where it's like, we only do rescue missions.
Yeah.
We only rescue people.
Yeah. We're not assassins.
We're not assassins. These aren't the kind of missions we do.
Yeah.
What was his name? Dutch?
Yeah. Yeah. That's right. So once they're in the shit, and if their guys started getting picked off, I found it weird when Jesse Ventura died, that his buddy, like, they have like this whole like scene where like he's like really broken up about it, because they spend a lot of time on it.
Yeah.
And it made it seem that maybe they were like together
Yeah.
a little bit.
I don't know. Well, they have like a scene where he brings up how they were in Vietnam together and they were the only two left in their company.
Right. But until that's like later on,
Yeah.
when he's
But
like,
no, it seems like there was something going on there.
right. And then after like his whole like faggot line in the helicopter, and I was like, wait a minute, but did you bang this dude over here? Like, is he your bang buddy? Like, are you a guy like who's totally a hypocrite?
Hey, man. Sometimes the ones that he doth protest too much.
But then I don't think it ended up being that. If that was even hinted at, I think they like wrote it out like, oh no, we were in Nam and we got each other out of the shit
Yeah.
or whatever.
Still, it
Seemed like that's
Yeah.
where they were headed towards that.
Yeah, even when people from their actual party get picked off, it's like, oh, I think this guy's dead, and they go looking for him. But no, when Jesse Ventura dies, this dude is like,
Broken up.
yeah, like he is like he's willing to just like kill himself to kill the predator, just because
Yeah.
I'm gonna carve his initials in his body for you, brother.
yeah.
It's like, oh god, okay.
Sicko. But I did like it when he was out on the hunt with like Carl Weathers, eventually like looking for the predator to avenge Jesse Ventura or whatever.
Yeah.
And they're just like down in this little like foxhole or whatever. And like the whole thing's like, I can see him. And then Carl Weathers sees him and he's like, oh shit, I could see him too. I thought that was like a really cool
I know.
part.
Yeah, where it looked like they were about to sneak up on him.
Yeah, they can see like the ripple of the Predator like in his invisibility.
Like that's the thing that I liked about this too, where I thought I kind of went into this kind of dreading it because I don't really remember it, but I was like, I could totally see this being a movie where they just split up for no reason, and then we just watch death after death after death after death until it
like
finally gets on the sword. Yeah,
kind of thing.
Yeah, where like it doesn't make any sense, and no one ever really catches on until it's too late.
Yeah.
But in this, I think that there's only like maybe 2 deaths where they're just like, oh shit, we're getting picked off by something. We gotta start getting ready, and they start building their own traps, and they actually do like make it where they do get the Predator in situations where it is vulnerable,
Right.
And they do have the jump on it, so it's not like as one-sided as you kind of think it would be.
Yeah. Yeah. I actually really like that because it showed that the Predator was like valuable in its decision-making process or
if
whatever.
it bleeds, we can kill it.
Yeah. I liked that it just wasn't some invincible like Michael Myers thing where it just you can't stop it.
Yeah, and they actually did have like the jump on it sometimes. Yeah, like that scene where it's Carl Weathers and the one dude where they're watching it on like a branch, like still in its camouflage, but it's sticking out enough where it's like I see it.
Yeah. But that's a good enough time to bring up my hot take, I suppose.
Okay.
I think that the Predator is a dumb coward.
Oh yeah.
Because he's got all this, like he's essentially hunting lower life forms.
Yeah.
He's not going out and like big game hunting.
Yeah.
To me, the Predator is like fishing.
Yeah.
So like he's just picking off like lower beings to himself. Like he's got all this fancy technology all over him, like different kind of lures that he uses to like lure in his prey and just pick him off real easy. It shouldn't be a challenge for him whatsoever.
Yeah.
The only reason Arnold Schwarzenegger is a challenge for him at the end is because somehow he gets duped. Arnold Schwarzenegger literally hides under a log like a fish.
Yeah.
And the Predator can't see him. And then once he does stand man to man to him, that's when the only time I'm like, okay, I kind of like this because Predator wants a fair fight. And that's the only time I was like, okay, I'm into this. Otherwise, I'm like, what is the point of going and just easily picking off these things?
Yeah.
Of like these lower class beings like humans.
Yeah. Well, like you brought up big game hunting. My idea was, since this is the first Predator movie and we don't really know that they're an actual race of dickhead hunters.
Yeah.
Like I had the idea where like I thought this would be funny if this is just like a member of this species that's like a big game hunter that's like super rich and buys all of the super fancy equipment and then goes down to Earth so he can collect a bunch of human skulls to show off kind of hang up in his fucking trophy room to show all of his dickhead rich friends back where he lives. Like, look what I hunted. They call this the most dangerous animal on Earth, but I killed 6 of them.
Yeah.
Oh, toity, toity, toity. Look what I learned.
So either way, I think we're both looking at the Predator as just like a kind of a piece of shit.
He's totally a dude. There's even like a scene when Schwarzenegger gets away from him when he's like covered in mud hiding under that log. Like you can legit see the Predator hang his head like Charlie Brown like and like walk away down the fucking beach. Cuz he's like looking around and just like and then just like starts walking. I was like losing my shit. Like it's so subtle, but you can just kind of see him like hang his head a little bit, like right before he like walks down to kind of look for him some more.
That's okay. That's good. I'm glad that we're kind of on the same page here because like usually from what I understand, everyone thinks a Predator is like a total badass thing, and I guess like if you're maybe it would be like that when it's like Aliens versus Predator. You can get behind the Predator being like killing off this horde of like equally dangerous creatures.
Yeah.
But like when it's just like picking off dudes, it's just like, what's
Yeah.
the challenge here?
But no, but in a sense, like it's still kind of played up as like it's like a space version of the Most Dangerous Game, where like he still kind of likes the game of it all, where he doesn't kill people unless they're holding guns, and he only does it one by one and doesn't kill them in like a big group.
Right.
Like he likes to, even though it should be pretty easy for him, like he kind of makes it difficult for himself.
Yeah, which makes no sense.
No, but it does, because like for him, like this is like fun for him. Like wants to.
Then why is he camouflaged the whole time?
Because he doesn't want to die. He wants to savor it. Like why? When a serial killer kills somebody, they're like, "I'm gonna kill you. Fight back." Okay, I killed you though. Like no, they still
Gotcha.
they still want to like keep those safeguards so that they can feel like they're big men. Like they are.
Sure.
Like, hey, I'm like when you fucking hunt like an elephant, do you yell "elephant" and then
No.
you shoot it?
No, but an elephant is definitely could have the chance to stomp and trample you to death. Whereas, like, if you're hiding in a tree, camouflaged, and you've got a nuclear bomb in your arm as a backup, and you have laser sighting and alien technology can blow a
But no, the
photon
nuclear,
right
I
through
feel
your
like the
chest.
nuclear bomb thing is to like cover their tracks though, because it's like if you're gonna go to another Earth and you have all this technology, why would you want anyone to find it?
Yeah, sure.
And I think that's what the nuclear bomb is for. Like, once you get fucked, you just have to accept your fate and then blow yourself up with everything you have attached to you. Because if anyone else gets their hands on it, then we're not the superior race anymore.
Yeah. I like that the Predator is, like, a bigger, stronger foe than, like, Arnold Schwarzenegger, because you're supposed to get behind, like, Arnold to, like, beat the thing or whatever.
Yeah. Like, the guy in the suit is, I guess he's, like, 6'7" or something. He's that
Yeah,
big,
he's a beast.
He's a fucking huge dude.
But when, I guess it's just, I've known about, like, the whole Alien versus Predator thing for, like, a long time. And I'm
Yeah.
not, like, very, like, close to this movie whatsoever. And so, like, the whole mythology of the Predators being, like, these total badass things was lost on me on this movie.
Yeah.
And maybe on further viewings of, like, other films of it, maybe I'll change my mind.
Yeah.
But right now I'm sticking to my take that I had on this film.
Well, no, I read a fact, like an IMDb trivia thing, where I guess the guy that directed this was inspired by Aliens to make this, because he liked Aliens so much.
Uh-huh.
So he pretty much kind of redid Aliens, but in a more contemporary setting, and with kind of like a
Okay.
different enemy, because it is pretty much Aliens. It's a bunch of mercs
Yeah.
trying to kill like an extraterrestrial,
Right.
but it doesn't take place in the distant future, and there's not all this lore behind it. It's
Right.
just a bunch of mercs and an alien
Yeah.
that is really fluent with a bunch of crazy gadgets.
Yeah.
Because it is pretty much aliens. Minus
Alien.
aliens. Because they're all like mercs.
Yeah. But, like, I would say it's more like Alien, as it's more suspenseful, and people are getting picked off, like, one by this one thing, where Aliens is, like, a gung-ho, like, action-y adventure flick.
But this is like pretty gung-ho action-y.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it is, but, like, I would think this is closer to Alien rather than Alien.
I think Alien was way more... Because I think in Alien, it's way more, like, compact. Here, you're in, like, the jungle is very widespread.
Yeah, but it's still, like, one setting.
Yeah, but it's a very vast setting. Like,
Well, they're on that
Alien,
fucking huge-ass ship. Like, what's the difference?
there's, like, a lot of, like, claustrophobic parts in Alien.
Yeah, you're right. I don't disagree with you there.
I don't know. I'm not going to argue
It's
this.
a
just
stupid
fucking-
argument
Yeah.
anyway.
I'm just telling you the fucking director was inspired by Aliens.
Fine. God, whatever.
Fuck you. This So the scene when they're all firing on the jungle
Yeah.
for what feels like for fucking ever.
Yeah, yeah.
I was like, that totally has to be like the manifestation of some dude's wet dream.
Oh yeah.
I was like, man, I had a dream last night. We gotta film it because my pants are full.
Yeah, I know people who would just like see that scene, and be like, I wish I was there, man. I wish I
don't
was
even
there.
give a fuck if the Predator kills me, man. I just want to be in that lineup, just firing on trees.
Yeah, I just want to shoot the shit out of those trees. I got another question. So, when the Predator has his mask on, he's seeing it all in that thermal vision or whatever.
Yeah.
But then he gets his mask knocked off.
Yeah.
And he still sees in that thermal vision? Is that his only vision? Is that how he sees?
Completely thermal vision. Like, he sees a little bit. It's more red when he takes the mask off.
Yeah, but it's still, he sees in, like, the same, like, blotchy kind of colors. Like, he doesn't, like... I guess I never remembered that was a thing.
I know in the second one they do reveal more, like, versions of his vision.
Okay.
Like, because they even, like, kind of, like, hint at it in this, where, like, they talk about how he can see, like, the metal wires when they're, like, setting up those booby traps for, like, mines and stuff. So there is, like, other aspects to, like, his vision besides heat vision.
Okay.
But, yeah, I don't know. It might have just been because they're so limited with what they can do.
Sure.
Like, here, that they're just like, well, just kind of do, like, a more... like toned down version of heat vision for his actual vision.
I guess it just seemed like not that far of a departure to go like with your like helmet on and you get to like have all this cool stuff
like,
and then it's like
I feel like
kind of just see the same.
Yeah, I feel like with his helmet off, I think it was more motion based because I think like when Schwarzenegger was moving, he was like turning into more different colors when he had his helmet off. Because there was that one scene when Schwarzenegger's covered in mud and he's like looking for him.
Yeah.
Like you can faintly kind of pull out Schwarzenegger's form when you see it through his eyes, but you could totally see how he wouldn't be able to see him because it's just all shapes to him.
Right. Yeah.
But I think like when he's fighting Schwarzenegger and you see it from his vision, like I think he comes out, he looks like he's more irradiated because he's moving, because everything else around him is red.
Okay.
I don't know. This is just me being geeky and like
sure.
Predator C in motion.
This is, I'm assuming it gets. I mean, you said it like extrapolates on the whole thing. Because
it kind of makes
took
sense.
Me by surprise.
Like the Predator does kind of have like a snake face to it.
A bit, but I don't know. Snakes don't see like that.
They don't. Well, they see heat, right?
I think they can just have. I think they just have shitty vision.
Well, I know, like, yeah, because they're like their tongue.
Yeah. Well, they like smell the heat in the air or whatever with their tongue.
Well, maybe I don't know.
Maybe the Predator opens his big pussy mouth and just.
Hey, you're not Shane Black. You can't make those jokes.
One of the last things I wanted to bring up is that one of my favorite things in the entire movie is the end credits sequence.
The sitcom end credits?
Yes!
Fuck yeah! I was loving it! Even Carl Weathers, like, catching the gun and, like, posing with the biggest fucking smile on his face. Oh, I loved it.
I completely didn't remember that this was in there, and I'm like, hold on. Are they going to go through everyone? And they absolutely did.
Yeah. I think the only one that didn't pose in like a sitcom style was Schwarzenegger.
Right, yeah.
Because it just kind of got him just being like, huh? And then they just freeze it.
Right. Like, I think his was like it looked like a pickup shot to like a different scene or whatever that was used.
But everyone else
just turned and hammed it up.
Hammed up smile, and their name with their fucking character name.
Yeah.
So fucking good. I was losing my shit. Like, this is how they're ending Predator?
I fucking loved it so much. I made sure that I was like, hold on, pause the movie. I gotta make a note in my phone to make sure I bring this up.
Yeah.
Oh my god, it was so good.
Oh my god. Yeah, so, I was actually like really interested in Carl Weathers' character Dylan because I don't know. Did you like get the sense that he just had like a death wish?
A bit,
throughout the
because
whole
he's
thing?
like kind of out of the action, and now he's just got like a desk job and kind of like craving some action. I didn't know if he had like more or less had a death wish than like he wanted to get back in on like the field work or whatever.
Yeah. Because he keeps bringing up this whole thing where it's like, well, soldiers are expendable. But then he recruits himself as a soldier.
Yeah.
So then it's like I feel like because now that his team is gone, he's like, well, I've got nothing else to live for. So then he makes himself part of Schwarzenegger's team.
Yeah.
And then he's just like, because he's always like even at that one point when fucking Mac like loses his shit and goes out into the jungle after the Predator, he's just like, I'll go with him.
Yeah.
He's like, you guys go to the chopper, I'll go with him. Where it's like, you don't have to, but all right.
All right. I don't think he had like a full-on death wish or anything like that. I just felt like he just missed the action and was ready to do anything at a jumping call to show that he's up for it, you know?
And they had like some small, like fun, like tense sequences that I wish they would have done more of, where like the team definitely realized that the reason that they're fucked is because of Dylan. Where they have that cool scene with Mac where he walks up and he just takes like a knife and then just presses it into his shoulder and like lifts it up. Where it's like, oh fuck, he's gonna fucking kill him. And then like he pulls it up and there's a scorpion on it. Where like, oh shit, like these those small tense things where it's like, we're just looking for an excuse to kill you.
Yeah. Yeah, that'd be cool if they played that more up too. But then again, this movie like rides that weird line of like, it's kind of a monster movie. It's kind of like an 80s cheesy action movie.
Yeah.
But still kind of taking itself a little seriously. Like, what... I don't know where... They needed to pick a lane for like that to happen.
Yeah.
And it kind of was like all over the place, but... It still works.
Yeah, like this,
somehow.
Yeah, like how is, like I said before, like it feels like these are just two different movies that rammed into each other. Where like the characters are reacting to the fact that they're in another movie.
Yeah.
Like you get these like big machismo characters in this like cheesy 80s movie, and they're now thrown into a horror film where it's like, oh fuck guys, put your game face on, because we did not plan for this in the slightest.
Yeah.
But I don't know, and a part of me kind of likes that though.
Yeah, I like it too. I just like, I guess with like the very few like comedy aspects in it, they probably didn't need to be in it, because I think they're probably just probably Arnold ad libs.
Oh yeah,
that's like,
especially the like stick around. And knock knock.
Yeah, but that was like his shtick at the time. Like he would. Like, Commando and all that kind of era of the movies.
Yeah.
That was his thing.
Yep.
So I feel like if they didn't put that in the movie, they'd probably be like, people like just rage on the internet like, I didn't fucking say anything smart ass or whatever, that's what I come to horror movies for.
Yeah, they would have totally raged on the internet in 1987.
I'm just saying, if the movie came out now, that's what they'd want to see, you know. They rage for less on the internet.
Yeah. Did you see that some of like the kills in this were kind of inconsistent?
How so?
Like, okay, so when Mac dies, he looks up in the tree, and the Predator blows his head up.
Yeah.
And then when Dylan finds him, he sees him, like, laid over the log, and his head is completely intact, and he's, like, dead, and you're like, didn't your head blow up?
Yeah, I did notice that.
And then there's, like, another scene where, like, Schwarzenegger gets shot in the shoulder, and it's, like, this big gusher of blood, like, his whole shoulder got shot off. And then you see him after he falls down the waterfall, and it's just like a small scratch on his shoulder.
Yeah.
Where it's like, this is kind of inconsistent.
It is inconsistent because, like, the Predator shoots, like, Dylan and shoots his arm off. Yeah. And he shoots Dutch gets hit with the same shot, and it just, like, bounces off of him. Yeah. And he just falls over.
Yeah.
And that's pretty much it. Like, nothing happens to him. And I'm like, that's weird. And then it also blows up that fucking dude's head.
Oh,
and
yeah,
then it's
Mac's
just
head
there.
just is destroyed.
But then, like, doesn't also Jesse the Body get like blown through the chest and his whole like chest cavity is like blown up or whatever.
Yeah. But they say something where like the reason why it doesn't bleed that much is because like the laser cauterized it or something.
Yeah, but don't they like turn him over and there's like big hole in his chest?
Oh yeah.
It's like, what the fuck? He gets shot all the same. So I don't know. Unless he had friggin' his weird photon torpedo set to stun or whatever.
Like, I'm just gonna set the intensity to how much I like these people.
Yeah, how much they need to be necessary to the plot. That's how I'm gonna turn it up.
Dutch is a pretty cool guy. I'll set it down to 1.
Probably fight a mano-a-mano at the end. It'll be pretty sweet.
Yeah. Seems like he'd be a fun guy to fight mano-a-mano. Yeah, I was really digging the whole like last scene of it where it's just between Schwarzenegger and the Predator, because I think I even read in the IMDb trivia that the original idea for this movie was just supposed to be like the whole movie was just a one-on-one man versus Predator.
Okay.
And but then they like threw it in where it's like, well, he needs some kind of cannon fodder, and then they threw in like all of like the mercenaries and stuff that were part of his team.
That makes sense. I mean, I would have had fun with it if it was just like a one-on-one kind of like hunter-killer kind of a thing. It's
kind of like an old man in the sea type scenario where it's just a guy alone in the jungle and he's like, oh, I'm going to hunt this thing. And it's like, oh shit, it's a fucking alien that has every single kind of technological advancement known to the universe. Kind of fucked.
Yeah. But I did like that they introduce more people so you get to see like how formidable this thing is.
Yeah, you got to see how those tools work.
That's right. And how inconsistent they are.
Yeah.
But yeah, the whole fight scene near the end, it's like the last like 30 minutes of the movie too. It's like it's a big long time. Then it's kind of cool like how the Predator like can find itself like not going into a trap and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like, it didn't fall for like any Dutch's traps whatsoever, except for the big log that smashed him. But that was like when Dutch was like, "Come on, kill me! I'm right here! Come on here, kill me!"
Dutch does come off as a huge badass when he's prepping for it, though. When he builds his own bow and arrow.
Oh my god!
It's like, oh shit!
Yeah.
This dude's a fucking man.
Straps like grenades to the front of those arrows. Like when he makes that big, thick-ass bow and arrow and he shoots an arrow through a tree. I'm like, holy shit.
This guy's badass as fuck.
That fucking bow is some torque.
That bow's made of fucking animanium.
Yeah, but yeah, he totally badass. Except he barely uses that bow and arrow at all.
Yeah, he uses like twice, and it's like, that's like your major weapon.
Yeah, you made it just for this, and then you shoot one arrow, and then it's kaput.
Done.
Ah, shit, I dropped it or whatever. Yeah. But, the only other thing I want to bring up, too, so when the Predator is, like, dead to rights, and, like, he starts up his bomb on his arm.
Yeah.
And Dutch realizes he's like, he watches that whole timer.
Yeah, he watches like a good long second of that timer, and he's like, what's this? And then it disappears, and he's like, oh shit, I think this is gonna blow up.
Yeah, like, I think he even like halfway down, he's like realizes like, oh shit, this is a bomb.
Yeah.
And then he's like, still is kind of there like, should I run?
He should have died.
Yeah,
because like the
really
helicopter is already in the air, and they look over, and it is a mushroom cloud nuclear blast.
Right.
And then the fact that then the helicopter was like, let's go see it, and they go back.
Yeah.
Why did you go back?
I don't know. That guy, should have been vaporized, and he's not. He's just covered in soot or whatever.
Yeah.
It's like when cartoon characters blow up and they just turn into ash with their eyeballs that fall on top of it. That's kind of what happened to him, but he was fine. Just shook it off.
I know. It's like, of course, leave it up to Arnold Schwarzenegger to survive a nuclear blast.
Yeah. You don't know if it was nuclear. It's alien technology. It was like a big like EMP explosion or whatever, because the whole helicopter freaked out when that bomb went off too. So I don't know. But from what I hear in Predator 2, that they also light off a bomb. And it, like, is really explosive. Like, 300 square blocks or something like that.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember, because I don't remember it too much. I almost thought they maybe they didn't defuse it. But yeah, because that's one of the big things in Predator 2 is that the bomb starts going off, and then but the whole movie takes place in a city. So then you're like, oh, fuck, well, you can't let this one go off. Like, yeah, sure, go ahead and let the one go off in the jungle, but it's in the middle of a fucking big metropolitan city.
Right.
So, I don't know, like, the thing that I like about Predator 2 is that they actually they expand on it in a completely different environment, and they almost kind of make it a completely different movie, because it's almost like a detective noir almost.
Oh, okay.
Like, I'm really pumped to go back and revisit Predator 2, because I remember loving it. It might suck now. I don't know.
Yeah, I have no idea. I've never seen
it. I was even like reading the brief synopsis of it earlier, and like this was made in 1990, and then the synopsis says in the near future of 1997, and I'm like, oh fuck yeah! And they show like Danny Glover like holding like a pistol with like a really fucked up weird scope on it.
Yes,
and I'm like, yes.
I love futures that never happened. I love it. Solid. Well, is there anything else you want to say about Predator? Would you recommend people to see it?
Oh, totally see it. Actually, one more thing before we move on. I fucking loved Billy in this.
Yeah,
Billy was a badass.
Yeah, he really was. The Native American Billy.
And he's always like, of course, he's the one that's able to like kind of pick out that there's a predator there.
Yeah.
Where he's like, something's wrong with Billy.
Yeah.
And he's just like stares and he's like, someone's watching us. I don't see anything. He's there. And he's just
trees.
Yeah. And then the fucking scene before he dies where he's like, just leave me. And he fucking takes off his vest and pulls out a goddamn sword of a machete.
Yeah, yeah.
And fucking makes a huge cut down his chest where I'm like, this guy fucking rules.
Yeah.
This guy
was pretty sweet.
Is a badass motherfucker.
Mm-hmm.
And like I was like reading up, I was going through like the IMDb trivia just trying to find fun things about it. I guess the guy that played Billy had such a short temper that they hired security just to keep an eye on him.
Really?
Yeah.
He seemed pretty even keel.
I know. But I guess like this guy he's had like such a reputation of being violent and short-tempered that they hired their own security force just to watch him to make sure he doesn't get out of hand.
Oh shit.
Where it's like, this guy must be really good at his job that you need to hire you need to hire two men to watch one man that you're paying. Like it was
That's nuts. I had no idea.
But yeah, I fucking loved Billy in this. Just everything that he
really
did.
Good.
Like even Schwarzenegger would be scared and Billy would just be like, we got this.
Yeah.
I'll kill him.
Until the point where it's like, we're all gonna die. It doesn't matter.
I know. He never freaks out. He's like, we're all gonna die. And just like walks off.
Good day.
Well, yeah, no, Billy fucking kicked ass.
He did. Yeah, I would also recommend people see this movie too. I think it's a cool mashup of genres.
Yeah.
Even like regardless of what you think of the end product, like Predator is like relevant in pop culture.
Yeah.
So
I know.
Just check it out.
Even just down to the fact that like it's such a mashup of genres that one genre recognizes they're in a different genre and freaks out.
Yeah. If you want right now, HBO has them on HBO now.
I was so pumped.
Yeah, I really thought you were just gonna say, "God damn it! I fucking rented it again."
No, like I learned because I went to Amazon. I was just about to rent it, and then it said, "Well, if you have HBO," and I'm like, "Fuck yeah, HBO!"
Yeah, and it has Predator 2 on there.
It does. I saw that too. Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
So there you go. So if you have HBO, you can catch up on Predator and watch Predator 2 for our review next week.
Yep. What would you grade this movie, JT?
I mean, it's definitely campy, cheesy.
Yeah.
But I had fun with it. I'm going to give it a solid B.
Yeah, I thought it was, solid. It was campy, cheesy. It's not like the best movie ever.
No.
It didn't blow me away.
It does get kind of repetitive with their, like, trotting through the jungle looking badass kind of things where they're just, like, holding guns, like, looking over their shoulder with, like, the fucking, like, kind of repetitive score.
Yeah. But
in the background, but
Alan Silvestri did the score, by the way. He's the guy who did the Avengers theme and all that kind of stuff.
Really?
And the Back to the Future theme.
Really? It did seem like it was like built for a movie that's way more action packed than this.
Yeah, but regardless, if this movie was on in the background, like, awesome.
Yeah.
Like, I would watch the whole thing every time.
Yeah, no, it is really fun.
Mm-hmm.
And it kind of exceeded my expectations, because where I thought it was going to be a horror film where you're just watching a predator pick off people one by one, they actually do kind of group together at one point, and they're just like, let's actually try and kill this motherfucker.
Yeah.
And yeah, no, I had fun with it. It's good.
Me too. I would also give it like a solid B, like what you said. It's fun. So is there anything else that you've been into this last week, JT?
Well, I finally got around to watching the movie Upgrade.
Okay.
And it's really good.
Yeah?
It is. I loved it.
On the disc?
Yeah, on the disc.
Got it.
But it's fun. Like, I'm surprised that they were able to get away with some of the things that they did with, like, such a short budget they had.
Okay.
Because there's some violent ass shit in there.
Okay.
And, like, the villains that he comes in contact with are just, like, these just weird techno amalgamations of a person where they're just like, there's one guy that could fucking kill you by sneezing, because he has like mucus that's full of like nanobites that have like fish hooks on them.
God,
like it is some crazy sci-fi cool shit.
Okay,
and it's a lot of fun.
All right, sweet.
And you get like all the dudes that have like fucking like guns in their wrists, so they're just like fucking like firing out of their hands. Like, it is fun.
Sweet. I want to see if I can rent it here pretty soon.
Yeah, it's a really, and it even has like a really cool ending too.
All right, good deal.
So yeah, totally check out Upgrade. It's such a fun movie. Really into it.
Solid.
And me and Molly finished Sharp Objects on HBO. It's okay.
Okay.
It's really slow moving on certain episodes where we almost didn't finish it. But we were so close where it's like, let's just get through it. And the ending was pretty good.
All right.
But I wouldn't suggest, if you haven't watched any of it yet, just don't even bother, because it's really slow in certain areas.
Solid. All right.
And I think we're 3 episodes into the 2nd season of Ozark.
Okay. Oh, I didn't know that was out already.
That just started. And it's pretty much picks up right where it left off.
Okay.
In the last season. Like,
good deal.
It's still a bunch of shit where it's like, how the fuck is Jason Bateman gonna get out of this? And then he does, and you're like, well, fuck.
Fuck that guy.
Yeah.
All right.
But no, it's still pretty good so far. I think we're only like 3 episodes in right now, but it's still pretty good.
Okay. Sweet.
And that's about it.
I read Batman it's The Dark Knight and the Master Race.
Oh, good.
Remember that? Remember that book I brought up like forever ago that thought it would never finish, or it started or whatever?
Yeah, because you heard it sucked.
Yeah. Well, you know what? After I read it,
you realize that not only is Batman good, but I have an idea about what the Master Race is. JT, do you want to visit me in another room and I want to kind of recruit you for something? Here's a red hat for you to wear.
Yeah. But the title The Master Race is definitely like an eye catcher. Like it perks up the ear a little bit, but there's a reason for that title in the book, and it makes total sense. And I finished it thinking it was better than The Dark Knight Strikes Again, which is one that was made in 2000, which is like fucking trash. Like, it's known for being like a book that's like, what the fuck? But I read it and I'm just like, what the fuck is this? So anyway, its sequel that came 17 years later is decent.
Yeah.
So there's that. The Great British Bake Off Season 5 is on Netflix. So I've been dipping my toes back into some hot,
so quaint,
hot British quaint action.
Oh shit! Yeah.
This is the season, though, the first season of the new hosts, which are a tad controversial.
What'd you think of the new hosts compared to the old hosts?
They are growing on me.
Okay.
The show didn't... I thought it was going to be, like, it would totally uproot it. Because the two... Do you know who I'm talking about? Like, the two comedian hosts that were on, like, the original of it? They're really fun. And they, like, have good, funny banter back and forth. And they're really charming to watch. Mm-hmm. Well, in the UK... that show went from the BBC to Channel 4, and it was like a whole hoopla or whatever, and they thought it was gonna, like, totally change the show. The show feels the same. It's just that when the show moved to different channels, the hosts and one of the judges didn't want to go because they didn't want to just do the show for money. They wanted to have, like, standards, which I'm like, good job, Britain. Like, way to have some fucking morals.
I mean, come on, but money is the root of everything. Come on, capitalism. What are you, a communist?
Socialist, they call us now.
That's communist. That's communist, Troy. What, are you going to kneel for the flag?
If they show it enough.
You fucker.
So,
why don't you go wear your fucking Nikes?
So... the new hosts are, like, two new comedians. There's, like, an older comedian that's on, and she's really funny. And then there's a guy that used to be on the Mighty Boosh, which is, like, an Adult Swim show.
Yeah.
But he's also from the UK. He's kind of funny. And then there's a new judge that I thought, like, fit right in. Mary Berry's out, and this new judge is in.
Oh, not Mary Berry.
I know. I really liked her, but she kind of fits, like, right in, and Paul Hollywood's still there or whatever.
No, I don't know any of these fucking people.
Anyway, I know, I realized it once I started saying it, and you're like, I don't know. Anyway, show, still good. Still got fun, entertaining guests. It's still quaint.
Yeah.
Gets me in the mood to do stuff. Also, I listened to a few episodes of friend of the show's, oh man, I'm going to forget his last name, but he, Phil Swanson. He is like, he hits me up on Twitter all the time if you see, if you've seen that. He's got a podcast called the Pop Culture Punks.
Okay.
Listen to a few episodes of that. Pretty good.
Nice.
It's got nice audio. First of all, right off the bat, you got nice audio. I'm making it at least 10 minutes into the show.
Very good.
Secondly, he's got a good rapport with his host. You got another 10 minutes into that show, babe.
Very good.
And thirdly, he's talking about things that I care about. So, there you go. I listened to their Creativity 201 episode first.
Yeah.
Which is a weird one to jump on because it's like their 30th something episode.
Yeah.
But it like talks about like what drives them to be creative and stuff like that. And I really wanted to like just jump in and talk with them about like why I want to do those same things.
Yeah.
And it was like really inspirational and like it really wanted me to like, I'm glad I have an outlet like this, or I'm glad I do that, show with Dave on YouTube, and I'm glad I do the show with Chelsea.
Yeah.
So like it fills me with like a great sense of like something.
Oh yeah.
That it's just not the droll of the 9 to 5.
Oh, I know. I totally wholeheartedly agree, because yeah, if it wasn't for stuff like this, I would explode.
I know. Even if it's just like we're just talking bullshit, it's like still stuff to. It's still fun to bullshit around.
Yeah, to vent, just let it out.
Yeah.
Like just things we have vented up inside of us. We just want to like let it out in any form, even if it makes one person chuckle. Like it's worth it.
Yeah, and the listener stats show that like people like some of this.
Yeah.
Which I'm stoked for.
There are certain people sometimes that listen to this every once in a while.
Yeah, right. But yeah, I listened to that Creativity 201 episode, and he name drops both of us in there and this show.
Nice.
And he talks about like reading comics and being in to the Imperious Rex show, and I'm like, man, Phil, you're such a great guy.
Heck yeah.
Heck yeah. Hit us both up on Twitter. Like, we can talk a lot more.
Sweet.
So yeah,
and get him on the show. We got freaking, what's it called? The thing that you can Skype. We got Skype now.
Yeah, we should actually get something other than Skype. There's that other program that works, I guess, a ton better.
All right, we'll get that one then. But no, yeah, he seems pretty cool. Bring him on for a show maybe sometime.
Yeah, and he's like, I'm not gonna say where he lives, but he's fairly close to here.
Oh wow,
Within a few hours.
yeah.
So
No, because I want to bring on more like guest reviewers. We were supposed to have one for Predatember, but he canceled for tonight. He might be back. He might be on for Predator 2.
he better be.
He better be. But no, I want to bring on more people just to like, because I think you and me, we're good. But it's fun to have like that. It's fun to have that third voice,
Right?
Like even when Chelsea's in here, it brings on like a new dynamic that I think's more fun. That kind of like changes up the show where it's not like the same stuff. Like
Yeah,
it
I
kinda,
totally agree.
Yeah, it changes up the chemistry of it, and I like that.
Me too. Me too.
Good. Also, I'm bored of your voice.
Also, this is the last show you'll ever hear.
Yeah,
We're shutting it all down.
we're just gonna pre-record our voices. And then just anticipate our responses.
Yeah, that's right. But that's it. My whole thing was a huge long rant. But yeah, that's all I've been into this last week.
Right on.
Yeah. So JT, if people want to write in to be a guest host on the show, where could they do that?
We need more people to write in. I have not had a chance to do the mail scream enough. Mail scream. I want to do the mail scream more.
We gotta get on it.
So if you want to hear the mail scream more, you can contact me at Bucky for Everyone on Twitter, also Bucky for Everyone on Instagram, and hey, what Bucky for Everyone on Snapchat. Troy.
If you don't want to hit up that guy over there, you can hit up this guy over here. And you didn't get that visual joke of me pointing at either one of us.
Yeah.
Well, you can hit me up at Troy to the Max on Twitter. You can hit us both up at Review Pod on Twitter. You can listen to all your stuff. You can listen to all of our stuff.
Your stuff, it's our stuff, it's everyone's stuff.
It's
Nothing.
the world stuff.
It's the world stuff. No one owns anything.
What is anything, really?
We're turning into hippies.
It's just a concept, man. It's just a construct.
Ownership is just a thought. Everything is free.
Except for our subscription to Podbean, which you can find our show.
Use it, fuckers!
at Review Pod at podbean.com, which we pay a very good price of $15 a month.
Very hefty sum.
To host our podcast every single month. Grateful hosts.
We love them.
Podbean.com.
Love that Podbean.
They got great stats.
Got us on Spotify.
That's right. Speaking of Spotify, we're on Spotify.
What?
Check us
News
out.
to me.
You can also find us on Google Podcasts. You can find us on Alexa devices. And you can also find us on Apple Podcasts as well. Hey, if you're an Apple user, you use that iTunes or whatever they call it now. You can rate and subscribe there. Because if you like the show, that helps other people find the show as well. Yes. That seems to be the only platform that does any kind of things like that. Yes. And if you're keen, we are also on YouTube. So check us out there. The last few episodes and everything going forward is automatically uploaded to YouTube. We don't even got to try at this point. It's just out there in the ether, man.
Yes.
If you have some long form to say, if you want to chime in, put in your 2 cents, say, hey, I want to be in a show, and this is why, but I don't have... I have all these characters that I can't type into Twitter.
Yeah.
You do so at...
I have a debilitating disorder where I can only type 270 characters at a time. Boy, do we have the application for you.
We got a Gmail, babe. We got reviewpod at gmail.com. So you go ahead and use that if you'd like.
Yeah.
That's the show.
That is the show.
Next week, we got Predator 2 coming up.
Predator 2. And for a little bonus for all you people, since we know we have a long, elongated library of former shows that you probably don't want to sift through all of the useless news beforehand.
Now useless news.
We're going to do a beginning of the week. No, this is more midweek.
Yeah.
Our show's more midweek. The beginning of the week show where we flash back to a former review of a film that might be connected to the review that we did the week before.
Yes.
This one will be True Lies
Check it out.
that we did.
Check it
Always
out.
good.
Yep.
So go ahead and check out our review for True Lies that will be coming out review only on I'll say Monday.
All right.
On Monday.
Monday.
That's a good midway point between now and
It's after the weekend. A good
after the
start
weekend.
of the week. Get a
Start
short
the
little
week with
review.
a little flashback to an old review.
Yeah. Wet your whistle a bit
Here you go.
before your good old episode drop on Thursday morning.
Yeah.
Or late Wednesday night if you're keen.
Don't do too much of us. Might explode.
Yeah. Or you get just sick of us and stop listening altogether.
God damn it, enough! I don't give a shit about Arnold Schwarzenegger. You guys keep talking about him nonstop.
That's all you talk about is Arnold, Arnold, Arnold. Yeah, that's it. That's all we got.
There you go.
What is the schedule for the rest? Because it's Predatember.
It's Predatember.
So
we
we
got Predator 2
coming out next week.
We got The Predator, the new
hot
new
flick.
theatrical release, and we'll end it all with the Robert Rodriguez classic, Predators.
Plural.
Yeah.
Got it. Good. Hopefully everybody enjoys Predatember.
Predatember, all predators all the time. We might fucking hate predators by the end of this month.
Or love them.
Maybe love them. Who knows?
Who knows? Not me.
I don't know. We might come out of this being like, I want to find a predator to propose to.
Oh,
I'm in love with them.
they've got great hair. Or
They do have
dreadlocks.
amazing hair.
Anyway, enough beating around the bush. That's the show. Join us next week for Predator 2. Until
Danny
next-
Glover, Gary Busey,
Oh my god.
Bill Paxton's in this
Are you
too?
kidding?
Yeah, this cast is stacked. I want to go home and watch it like right now. This movie looks fucking awesome.
So join us next week for all of them's hot stars.
All of them's hot stars.
Until next time, I've been Troy to the Max Extreme.
I am GT3K.
And we are off.